Hello, folks. Was sitting around last night. Please excuse the lazy shirt. Sitting around last night, um, thinking, how can I possibly do a noodle video on George, my 12 string? When I can't really do my style. It does force me to play with a different kind of technique than I normally do. Uh, you know, I tend to be pretty bendy and stuff, and you can't really do that because you have to manipulate two strings instead of one. So I did come up with a little something last night. I'm going to be using a few different sounds. My kind of clean sound, an acoustic sound, a chorus sound, and a medium dirt sound that I actually programmed for the Ibanez, which seems to work okay on this guitar. So we're going to give it a whirl and see how it goes. And here's my little rhythm that I came up with for you today. So there's a little goofing around with this guitar. So you can see certain of my sort of signature little things are a little difficult to achieve on that. So you really have to adjust your playing style. Um, I certainly don't want to play a guitar like that every time, like with the mayonnaise copy or with the Rickenbacker here. Uh, but occasionally it's a nice challenge to try to approach an instrument in a different way than you normally do, and that sort of expands your horizons a bit. So I hope you enjoyed that. It's a good little guitar, but the only problem that I ever had with it was the tuning pegs. I had to replace all of them. Two of them just snapped open and broke because inside there was this very cheap plastic, and the metal screw just wasn't in straight, and it would just pop the tuning peg open. So I got different tuning pegs for it, and that was a bit of a pain because the setup for this particular guitar, being a 12 string, is you have two strings and the string balls going into one hole, and you got to do it exactly right, or they won't fit into this tailpiece. And it's kind of open on the bottom, and there's like a little runner, and you gotta get them both in there and up under that runner, both balls beside each other. So you gotta put the thick string in first, and then try to squeeze the thinner string through. And I'm not sure if it's strung correctly, but it's the way I like it. So on the low strings, this is your higher string, the string closest to this side, and then on the back you have the lower pitch strings, and on this side, the ones at the back are the lower placed ones, the ones to the right, and these ones are the ones on that side. So it makes sense to me. I suppose you could do it however you like, and maybe there's a right way and a wrong way. Normally I only play on the bridge pickup, or the neck pickup rather, but I did a couple things on the bridge pickup and the neck pickup on that little noodle. Haven't really used the middle position with both. Tonally, it doesn't sound a lot different, so it just seems like your placement here or here is the way to go. And it's a nice little guitar. It's got a nice sound, very unique sound, and I'm really happy with it. I like the 3-piece neck here and the 5-piece head stock. I'm assuming that's maple mahogany. It's not super heavy. It's a bit large, so, but it's that. This is modeled after the 1964